All right, Vaishnavi.
Okay. Magil now Vaishnavi. Ani how fourth grade anasa. How Livermore Anrauta.
Anchi grade mala?
Fourth grade.
Fourth. Thank you, Vaishnavi. Divya, you can go.
Raj, maksang tasavan adu ingad janu.
Why?
Makwa.
Why?
Okay, should I introduce?
Yeah.
Okay. So, hello everyone. Miguel Nav Divya Nayak. So, have San Jose Entrapta. So, Miguel Dua sir, Ria Nayak. So, she'll be introducing soon. Thank you.
Sapna, do you?
Miguel now Sapna, Kupertino anta sir. And this is my first KAOCA session. Yeah.
Thank you. Mira?
Hello, Miguel now Nirava. Sandramon antu Rabja and 6th grade antu asa. Iron House antu. Iron House Middle School.
Thank you, Nirav. Urvi?
Hi, Miguel now Orvi. Fremont to Rapta.
Thank you, Urvi. Venkat, oh, that's Venkatraman Kini. You want to go ahead? Forgot your name.
My name is actually Pranav.
Pranav, yeah, hi. And Kanchi class.
I'm in 3rd grade.
All right. Thank you, Pranav.
3rd grade antu Anyhow, puberty Rapta.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Stratford School, Sunnyvale, Washington campus.
Okay. And Pranav, tu last year I attended Jalana. Last year. Why? Yeah. Okay. Next we got Samarth. Samarth Pai.
Hi, I'm Samarth. Hi, I'm Samarth. Okay. So, where do you live?
I live in New City. And the party is back. What?
School.
Cool.
I will soon be.
Bye, tomorrow.
Union City as a Chagala summer. He'll be for you soon.
Thank you, Samarth, for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next we got Apeksha.
I am Apeksha Prabhu. I live in Torrance, Los Angeles, and I'm studying 3rd grade.
Thank you, Apeksha, for joining from Los Angeles. Do you want to put your camera on? It's okay. So we can see, yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ria, last but not the least.
Good morning, friends. My name is Ria. I live in San Jose. I study in kindergarten. Brooktree. I live in San Jose.
Amchi galan sangtava. Konkani sangtava.
Miguel now Ria Nayak. How 5 years old. How study karta kindergarten antu. How San Jose antu Rapture.
Good.
Okay, so yeah, I am going to now, we will start with a small prayer for Lord Ganesha. Miguel, screen this now tumka.
Vairaj, this time.
Right, thank you. Yeah, you can repeat after me, all of you. I will say word by word. Vakratunda, Mahakaya,
Mahakaya,
Suryakoti,
Survakoti,
Koti,
Samaprabha,
Samaprabha,
Nirvignam,
Nirvignam,
Kurume Deva,
Me Deva,
Sarvakaryeshu,
Sarvakari,
Sarvada.
Sarvada.
Here you can see the meaning in English, and you can add each word, so that's easier to understand the English meaning in it. Vakratunda is, O Lord, with the curved trunk. We are praying to Lord Ganesha. Mahakaya means one with the huge body. Surya Koti Samaprabha with the radius of million suns. Nirvignam is actually here in red, free from
trouble.
Deva. Please make
Please make
Sarvakaryeshu, all my actions,
all my actions
free from troubles at all times.
free from troubles at all times.
Hey, thank you guys. And yeah, I'll share this slides so you can review them later.
And also, Raj, yeah, Vakratunda Mahakaya Shlokam antana, sakadani hat, namaskar kornu, dol chimmi kon basari, they'll get that.
Feeling, yeah.
It will be nice. Sakat chalduvan. Yes.
Good point. Yeah. So maybe we will let them practice at home and we can all do it in the next session that way. Thank you. Yeah, good point. Next, we move on to explaining the Shivratri festival. So this year on, this month on, I think February 28th, we have a Shivratri festival. It's celebrated many parts of India, almost all the parts of India for Lord Shiva. And for those who don't know, Lord Shiva is the father of Lord Ganesha. So Divya Nayak will tell us about the Shivratri festival and custom. Divya, let me see if I have given you the permission to share.
Yes, Raj.
Do you have it or?
No, I don't have it. Yeah, share screen asta inta kun share korkaneva.
Why? But if you don't have it, then I will have to give it to you.
Okay. Oh, yes, I think I have.
You have it? I can stop.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so I can share it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Na, any permission mail nimaka?
Okay.
It says host disabled participant screen sharing mode.
Yeah, now you can share. Right?
Right.
Yeah. Thank you.
This is Miguel screen.
Play this time.
Okay. Okay, so good morning. Mast pura mast chaldu asa taji. So kitil jan chaldu asa to total?
I think we have about, let me check 1 minute.
Maybe 10, I think. 10.
Yeah, about 10.
Okay, that's nice. So, Pura Janankai Namaskaram. So thank you for joining. So we'll begin our session about Maha ShivRatri with a Rudra mantra. Actually, I'm using two different systems. So if you see me turning this way, that means, I'm just seeing another system. So how Pura Janankai request karta, please close your eyes and join with me if possible when I chant this mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Thank you. So, has a translation Kasan Malari. I bow to Holy One, to Rudra, Lord Shiva. So, we recite this mantra to seek Lord. The Rudra mantra also helps fulfill all your wishes. So Maha ShivRatri, so we yeah manta anta, so we'll just see. Ek minute, there is some problem with this. Okay. Oh yes, Maha ShivRatri. So Maha ShivRatri is celebrated in honor of Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva ka respect deuchkatiri ya acharanami kartati. Shiva ammi vingar navan samet apaitati. So एक नावान तपयतात शिवाक. So एकलेन महादेव म्हण अपयताती, भोलेनाथ म्हण अपयताती, भैरवा म्हणताती, नटराज, नीलकंठ आणि आदियोगी शिवा म्हण समेत अपयताती. So आदियोगी शिवा मणिते मळारी. So he is regarded as the patron god of yoga, meditation and arts. So it is a significant event in India's spiritual calendar. So amgela Hindu Panchanga sek. So that Panchanga is tanto important parab Shivratri Malari. So Wingard Jana Wingard Riti Riya parab acharan kartati. Mast lokani prayer ani bhajan kartati. मस्त लोग टेम्पल विजिट करता थी आणि थोडे जन रात्री फुल जागरण समेत करता थी. So महाशिवरात्रि is celebrated throughout India. शिवरात्रि पूरा इंडिया पूरा जन करता थी. So एक places which is very famous for Shivratri, that is in Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. The spiritual capital of India, Varanasi has one of the most important Shiva temple in the country, and hence it is quite natural the Mahashivratri is celebrated in Varanasi a grand manner. So Mahashivratri is to seek blessings. Most people also go on fasting on Mahashivratri. So Lord Shiva like blessing ga katiri jana सकाळ तकून संजवरेक उपवास करताती आणि संज तकून रात्री अशील फुल जागरण असताती. So now let's see who is Shiva. Shiva म्हणल्यार कोण म्हण पळोया. So Shiva means Mangalam or auspicious. Auspicious is something taken as a sign of promising success. Malari आम्ही कंचे काम सुरू करचपाशी पुढे शिवाक महेश्वराक उडगास कोण घेतलारी आमगेले त्या कामांत सक्सेस मेळता म्हणून आणि मंगळकारी दत्ता म्हण सांगताची. So ami class should karchi pud samayat ami sloka sanglinti. So how I sessions should karchi pude sloka sangle. So that is how we have to remember him. So Shiva can be split into three different things. So Sha Malari Shariram or body. A Malari Ishvara or life-giving energy. Va Malari Vayu or motion. So Shiva Malari total, the body with life and motion. So, oh, sorry, one second. So Shiva is the potential of life. Aikatasnava?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
clear.
Shiva is a potential of life. Malar, as I told, like Shiva has been split into Sha, E and Va. So so Shiva Malari, the potential Malari, potential of life Malari. Shiva Malari body with life, body with life and motion. Nava. So yeah, split Kellarami. Sh is Shariram, E Malari life giving energy, and Va Malari Vayu or air. So Shivantu E Kallari, it gets reduced to Shava. Shava Malari, a body without a soul. If you add E, that is energy to it, it becomes Shiva. So it is energy, that is potential of life. So Takamancha Shiva is the potential of life. And then Shiva is all encompassing the universal soul. Malari, the energy. Pura jivantu energious, like means energy within you, energy in the plants, energy in animals, and also energy everywhere. We have our own body. So we have energy within us, and we also breathe air. So Shiva is within all of us. Why he is called the universal soul. So next slide on slide Padoya. So here I have a question for all of you. At the start, I mentioned people do fasting during Maha ShivRatri. Some, but not everyone do fasting. So do you know what people eat? You can unmute yourself and speak. If anybody know. Do people eat during Maha ShivRatri?
Sabunana and other stuff.
Okay. Yes, that's correct. So most people follow simple food as they celebrate Maha ShivRatri. However, for people who fast during the day, vratantu, can they eat? Can anyone take a guess?
At night.
Hello, I can't hear.
They eat at night.
They can eat?
They don't eat.
They don't eat, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, somewhat it is correct, but also there are few people who also eat. Okay, so we'll see what they can eat. Oh, 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so they can eat fruits or fruit chat. This is called palar. Amchigelantami palar mantati. Or it is also called pal ahar in Hindi. Generally, in this, salt is not included or added. in this fruit chat. And the next one is dry fruits. So when fasting, your body needs a lot of nutrients and energy. Shakti daukanava, because you're fasting, so you're not eating anything, energy asana body into. So for that nutrition and energy, which makes this dry fruits a healthy option. And aneklen sabudana malinti. Yes, so sabudana tikki is one. So sabudana tikki namalari kuttu atta pakodas are often prepared during this fasts. And also the milk. So right from its use from worshipping the deity, to preparing sweets, to making thirst quenching sherbets, milk plays an important role in this festival. In fact, it's one of those things you can drink during your fasts. And then do you any kids or anybody know what other things we can eat during fasting
Water.
other than this? Water. Yes, correct. And let's see, did you know, so every 13th and 14th of month is celebrated as Shivratri. So every month Shivratri atta, okay, but या माघ मासाचे 14th कृष्ण पक्षाचे त्या शिवरात्रीक मात्र आम्ही महाशिवरात्री म्हणून आचरण करतात. So that is in the month of February and March. So Maha ShivRatri is a national holiday in Nepal. Maybe most of you will not be aware of this, or you'll be knowing it. So it's a national holiday in Nepal. And the next is Shiva married Parvati on this day. So Shivratri kashi celebrate korche malare ammi householders Shivratri celebrate korche Shivalani Parvati le varadik munu sangun getachi, because Shiva is considered as an idol husband. Mahashivratri means the great night of Shiva. It was on this night that Lord Shiva performed the Tandava dance, the furious dance of all creation and distraction in the universe. So, destruction. So, what is somebody know about this Tandava dance? Yeah, unmute yourself.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I can't hear you.
Isn't it like the Bharatanatyam type?
Okay, so Bharatanatyam is another dance form, but Tandava dance is actually it is said that Shiva is also known as as in the beginning we spoke that it's Natraj, so he is a lord of dance. So actually Tandava Malari, a popular dance form, so is believed to have been performed by Shiv. And also there are two different types of Tandavas. Do anybody know that? Which are those?
Yes.
Did somebody answer? Okay, so there are two different forms of Tandava dance. That is, one is Rudra Tandava. Malari, the dance is performed in a violent mode. Ani Ananda Tandava. Malari Navantos. So that dance is performed with joy. So this is one is Rudra Tandava and one is Ananda Tandava. So thank you. Thank you, Raj.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Divya. That was a great presentation and a lot of information there. Thank you very much. And next, we will have a Konkani class. Everybody is ready? for the class. We will just learn some Konkani words, and I see that tumke mast janank already Konkani salpa kalta. So we will improve our Konkani or learn some new words or learn Konkani now. So let me go ahead and share. And we will go till as much as we can, maybe 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm going to share. Give me 1 second here. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll start with some basic warm-up. Surveria mi konakai meltan survera mi namaskaru munche. And namaskaru is like a greetings, like saying hello, mono. Let's see here. Something I'm trying to. Okay. And basic words. I've written it in English here, so the English may be a little bit, because in English you cannot spell everything accurately. Let's see. Okay, you guys can read this, right? In English, we say I malar Konkani into hava mono. You. Thank you. You malar tu mono. Let's see a sentence here. Hava Konkani ullaita, which is I speak Konkani. Tu Konkani ullaita munchaka. You speak Konkani. Ani he or ta. He mantana ta munche. When we refer to somebody, ta mun sanglari, he mono. Ta Konkani ullaita. He speaks Konkani. Ani ti Konkani ullaita. So in, like she speaks Konkani. And we have it, basically. It is ta. For an object, we say it, ta ek majjara. So you can say how Konkani ullaita, how uddapitta, right? Or how sakani utaita, which means I get up in the morning. So those are some usage for how. Same with the tu Konkani ullaita, tu jevta, which means you eat. Here you can even say some more examples here. How English ullaita or ta English ullait malar kasane. He speaks English, right? And let's say just get this. Ani ti English ullaita means she speaks English. And we can say for it, that is a ta ek ruku, or it is a tree. Ruku malar tree. Okay, let's see. Moving on, just like we did with I, when we say I is hava, we is ami. We means ami. So when you have more than one person, like, if it is just you, you say I. But if it is you and your parents or your family, you say ami. So Ammi Konkani ullaitachi. We speak Konkani. Same way Tummi. Tummi, you can make this, actually you don't need the H, but in English it is not always, it's not spelled tummy or to me, it's instead tummi. So the sound is the, you have to touch the tongue to the top of your mouth, behind your lip actually. So that's the way you get the th sound, th. Tummi Konkani Ullaitachi. So it's not ta, but it's the. Tummi Konkani Ullaitachi, or you speak Konkani. And so you can see here in Konkani, when there is more than one person, we say Tummi, but in English, it is just still we say you, even though it is plural. So as you can see.
Chalduvan ek malaraya, ammi, tummi, tantu ek word, tanni ek malar sentence, you know, they can also try forming a sentence.
Right, right. So let's see who wants to try. Very good point. Anybody wants to try saying the words? It's easy, right? This is very easy part. So any one of you can say it.
You can start with ammi, you know.
Yeah, starting with ammi. Let's say, I mean, I do have more exercises later, but yeah. Ammi
You
Konkani.
can say, we go to school. So what do you say in Konkani?
Right. Let's see who wants to take that. Pranav, you want to take that? We go to school. Very good, very good. Yeah. Next, let's say Ammi school avatachi hangas padavai.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Adna, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, you can make many sentences like that. So let's say Ammi khelta asachi. Who wants to translate that to English? Ammi khelta asachi. Anybody wants to translate?
Yes, Pranav. Pranav is.
Yeah, Pranav, go ahead.
We.
Yeah, Vaishnavi, go ahead.
We are playing.
Very, very
Right.
good. We are playing is Ammi khelta asachi. Magiri. Let's go to Tummi now, right? How do you say Tummi school avatachi? What do you say? I mean, okay, sorry. I should have said you are going to school. So, but you know, you say you are going to school, you can in English, because it's even if it is more than one person, you still say you are going to school. But if there is more than one person, we say Tummi school avatachi, right? So that's the difference between Konkani and English, is that we have, when there is more than one person, we have a word for that, which is Tummi, but in English, it just is still as referred as you. Yeah, next we have Tanni, which is they. So how do you say they speak Konkani? Somebody wants to say it? They speak Konkani. Go ahead. Tanni, they speak Konkani, translates as Tanni Konkani Ullaitachi. Tanni means they. That's the important part. Hangapada, they are going to school. So how do you say they are going to school? Anybody?
I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tanni school avatachi.
Right. Tanni school avatachi. Can you make another sentence with the Tanni? Anything?
Tanni crayon khatasa.
Yes. Crayon khattas. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you say for they have come here?
Tanni angaila.
Right.
Right. Tanni hanga ailanchi.
LNG.
Right. Aila malari, it's when you have only one person. To hanga aila munche. But when there is more than one person coming, then we say Tanni hanga ailanchi. right? Yeah, it's a plural. So just, that's the difference between Konkani and English that we need to realize, that when you have more than one person, the word changes. So Tohang Aila means one, he is come here. Tanni Hanga Aila and Chimalari, they have come here. Okay, same in English, it is still here, but it changes if it is just one person or more than one person. And let's move on. I mean, we have a lot to cover. Interestingly, I'll keep it more interesting for you. Okay, now, how do you say he is a tiger in Konkani? Anybody?
Toy Kawagu.
She is an elephant.
Ek hasti.
Very nice. It is a tree, sorry. It is a tree. How do you say it is a tree?
Ruku.
Very good.
Ruku.
Very good. Very good. So somebody wants to read this in English and Konkani now?
He is Ravi. Ravi came. Da Ravi. Ravi Aila.
Ravi Aila. So we saw that, right? When we said there is one person, we say Aila or Aila. We can say Aila also, Ravi Aila. But when there is more than one person, we say Aila and Chi. So, but in this case, we are only talking about Ravi. So Ravi Aila, we say. And here, you can even see this one here. Somebody wants to read this?
Can I?
Sure.
She is Ritu. Ritu came. Ti Ritu. Ritu Ali.
Aili. So Ravi, for Ravi, because he is masculine, we say Aila. But Ritu is a girl, we say Ritu Aili. So that's the difference. I hope you learned something. Yeah. Now here we are saying it is a cat. The cat came. How do you say that?
Ek Majjar. Majjar Aila.
Aila. So that's the difference. So Aila is for boy, Aili is for girl, and Aila is for an object when we refer to an object like the cat here. And one more thing you can see in English, we say that the cat came, but we don't have the in the Konkani, it's just Majjar. We just say Majjar Aila. All right. Let's move on. I mean, we have a lot more, like I said, more pronouns. So how do you say my? My book. How do you say my book?
Miguel.
Miguel. Perfect. Yep, Miguel. And his book?
Tagela.
Ani Malari? Sorry. And yeah. Perfect. Move this back. Yeah. And hers means?
Tigela.
Tigela. Yep. Thank you. So let's do this here. I kept this very simple. So my book?
Miguel Pustak.
Pustak Malar book, right? Okay. His leg?
Payu.
Payu. Her hand?
Hatu.
Hatu, yep. My home?
Miguel Gara.
Miguel Gara.
His school?
Shalla.
Okay. But school म्हणून सांगूया. मस्त school म्हणून सांगताची. तागेल school म्हणून सांगताची. But if you want slightly different, it's shala. Then?
Tigela.
Way. Aizar Tala. So that's, we have more actually. Let's keep on moving. There is more pronouns, and this is, you have ham on chaka this and tamalari that, right? This and that. So in addition to megelen, tagelen, and tigelen, we have this and that, which is ha and ten. So this is my book. Can somebody read or translate? This is my book.
And Megale Pustaka.
Yeah, pustaka. Okay. This is the leg.
And Dagele Payu.
Payu, yep. That is her hand.
And Digila Hatu. And Digila Hatu.
This is home.
Tamigil Gara.
Right. This is his school.
And Dagil Shala.
And this is my eyes.
And Megil Dala.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Okay, so we are moving on to more now. So we learned some words there. So just want to use those words in sentences, right? So how do you say, I will go to school today?
Ava Aji Skulavata.
Very good, very good. Very good. And this one is a little tougher, but I will study science today.
Ava Aji Vigyan Shikta.
Very good. Yeah, Vignan is science. We call Vignan Mono. Science Mono is Angujata. Okay, this is even tougher. So today I have a difficult arithmetic lesson.
Eku Kanita Apatuasa.
It's very nice. Yeah. And this one is Pariksha, is exam, right? Pariksha is exam. So how do you say the exam was easy?
Pariksha Sulabashila.
I am reading a storybook.
Hava Ek Kani Book Vajitasa.
And Konkani is our language.
Konkani Amgel Basha.
Okay. He is a student.
Ek Vidyati.
And this is our teacher.
Guru.
Rather, that is our teacher. Yeah, that Tanyam Guru. And so you can see here, we refer to the Guru in respect. We say Tanni, even though it is a single person. For elders, we always refer with respect, and that's what we say Tanni, even though it's only one person. So that's in Konkani, we refer to people with respect actually. So I'm not able to see your faces here because I think I don't have the gallery view. Yep. Maybe I can just, but moving on 1 minute. Let me see here if I can go to the next one. One second. I had to adjust my slide. Okay. Okay, so we will learn some more words. So today means, okay, that was a mistake there. This should be over here. This is in Konkani, right? So how do you say today in Konkani?
Aji.
Aji, right. Any kashta?
Hard.
Hard or difficult? Yeah. Hard. Hard is also a good answer. Difficult, yeah. Sulabha?
Easy.
Easy.
Easy. Kani?
Story.
Borocha?
Right.
Right, yeah. So I will go to school today.
हाँ वो आज स्कूल आवता.
Very good, very good. You guys are going very fast. Today I have a difficult. Oh, did we do this already? Today I have a difficult.
We did it already.
We
did it.
The first 4.
Yeah.
We did everything.
Okay.
We did
Okay.
the first 4.
We did everything. We did the first part. So she is writing a story.
एक कहानी पढ़ते.
ये कहानी पर.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Now it is going to be a little bit more difficult, kids. There is no more Konkani sentences to read here. So how do you say, where is my book?
Hey Miguel book.
Miguel पुस्तक का yes sir.
Oh, very good. Miguel, pustaka kai asa. Yeah. Question mark. I want to read a book.
हाँ एक बुक वाजिता.
हाँ
एक बुक वाजिता.
So how ek book wajit malari? I am reading a book, right? But I want to read a book means makka
Wajuka.
Makkeka book
Book
Book wajuka.
vajuka matlab pustaka vajuka.
मक्के का पुस्तक वाजुका.
Very good, very good. Don't mind my spelling because in Konkani it's difficult to spell translate while writing the English. Vajuka, yeah. There you go. We tried this one earlier. It's a difficult question.
First question.
Right. Eka
एक
kashta
कष्ट
prashno. Right? Question is prashna. Yeah. This is a little hard, but yeah. I want to tell a story. This is an easy one.
हाँ एक
Maka story सांगचा कसं.
Story म्हणचा का कोंकणीतून?
Makka
एक मग एक कहाणी सांगचा कसं.
Kani, correct.
Sanguka natlari sanchasa. Sanguka or sanchasa is also is fine. Make kani sanguka. Right? She is writing a story. I think we did.
कहानी बरीतस.
Going to school today.
आज त्यांनी स्कूल आवतस.
Next, I want to ask a question.
मग एक प्रश्न निम्गुका.
Very good. Some more words for translation. Ullai.
Talk.
Talk or speak. Yeah. Very good. Baisa.
Sit.
Sit.
Sit is fine. Utta.
Stand.
Stand.
Raba.
Stop.
Angya.
Come here.
Go there.
Go there.
Okay, yeah.
Question.
Question.
Right. More.
He's drinking water.
You are
He's drinking water.
you are drinking water.
Actually, this Taudapita means
You are drinking water.
Pamalar he, right?
Yeah.
He is.
He is drinking water.
Yeah. Next. This is a question.
Or you're drinking milk.
Tu doodh pitve malari?
Are you going to drink milk?
Are you going to drink?
Or do you drink? Okay. Right.
Do you want water?
Do you want water? Very nice. Can you say the
Him. The
The
bus.
bus came.
It's the bus came, yeah.
We will go.
Bus came. The bus came. What?
We will go. We will go.
We will go, or we are going.
We are going.
Yeah.
Where
are you going?
Where are you going?
Okay.
He.
Where is he going?
Where is he going?
Where's he going?
Next time I will do something to one of you guys. You can write.
Who's the hero of that?
Okay, we will do this as the last slide, and then we can move on to the next session actually. So, how do you say more in Konkani?
Jai.
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 More or a third, right? Makkani chad jai. More.
Jur.
Basically, I want more.
Nakka.
Makka.
Makka.
Makka chad paisa jai.
Jai.
Very good, very good. Wow. Yep, Makka chad paisa chai. How do you say less?
Odechi.
Dodenchi. Yeah, Dodenchi is good.
Third.
They have very
Tore udas.
Tangela, no? Tangela.
Tangele. Tore udas.
Yep, nice. Big.
Hard.
Hard. Yeah.
Tokek hard stickers hatanto.
Tagela. Right? Tagela.
Tanto hard stickers.
Tick is buddy.
Kaddi.
Small.
Sana.
Very good. He has a small stick.
Tagil ek san paddias.
आपका एक सान बर्डी है
Yeah. long. How do you say she has long hair?
Tika.
Digu.
Tigu.
Yeah. So this is Digu. Diga, Digu. Short. How do you say, is your dog short?
Good.
Good. Right? Or it is good day or good.
Good. Dugal suna good sir.
Soon malari, soon. Soon is in Konkani, it is daughter-in-law.
Oh, sune.
Soon means dog.
Sune.
The way you pronounce it, I will just make it this thing. Tumgel sune good day.
Gasuna good sir.
Asva. Question, right? Question.
You wrote the N capital.
Tall.
You made the N capital. In Sune.
Sorry?
You made the N capital in Sune.
Oh, I wanted to distinguish between the Suna and Sune. I couldn't do it better. That's all. Because, you say Sune, Suna, so it's, you roll your tongue differently, right? So, na is you bring the tongue back on your mouth. It becomes a na. Yeah.
Ne.
If you keep the tongue in the front, it is na. Yeah. Yep.
Sune.
You got it. Yeah. Unfortunately, English doesn't have that distinction there. Tall. Tall is also still Diga only, right? That player is tall. Digu.
Tigu.
Right. Digu. Right. Digu, we can say this. Digu, I mean, Diga, I guess. Digu. That player is tall. It's player is
Top player Digu sir.
player moneyata me khiladi manchati.
To Kiladi Digu sir.
Okay, I guess we got enough for today. I mean, there's quite a bit we covered, so. Next, we will move on to the story session. I'm sure after this language class, you all want to listen to the story, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and our storyteller today is, let me see if I got Arya. Arya auntie is going to tell the story.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear and see me? Hi.
Yes.
All right. So you guys must have had so much fun learning more about Maha ShivRatri and also learning more about Konkani, a few things. So thinking about the theme today, which is Maha ShivRatri, my story is also going to be that of Lord Shiv. Okay. And
Hey,
what I thought.
Arya, did you want to share or?
Yes. So let me share my screen. In just a bit. All right. So can you guys see my screen here?
No, I
Thumbs
think,
up, everyone.
No.
no, I think I'm still sharing. Yeah,
No.
Okay.
I don't see.
I can stop sharing. Yep, I did. Yeah, now we can see it.
Okay, so you guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So today, the story that I picked is a story where Lord Shivji meets with Arjun from Mahabharata. Okay, now can anybody tell me who is Arjun? Does anybody know who Arjun is?
Yes, he's really good with the bow and arrow.
He's good with the bow and arrow, yes. And anybody else? Does anybody else know about Arjun? Who is Arjun? Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit about Arjun. So Arjun is one of the Pandav. Okay, he was one of the brothers who was really good at his bow and arrow, and he was the one who fought the war in Mahabharata. And for those, does anybody know what Mahabharata is?
Yes.
Yes. Does anybody want to say something? Okay, go ahead, Neerav, right? Go ahead, Neerav.
Yeah, it's a war which Krishna fought. It was like, I think, with the Pandavas and Yashas.
Correct. So there was a war that
Yeah.
very early in India's history. There was a huge war that was fought between the Pandavas and the Kauravas. And that war is called as Mahabharata. Okay. So thanks, Neerav. Thanks for your inputs. So I got a hand up from Ria as well. Ria, do you want to add something?
No.
Please unmute yourself.
Good battle, good versus evil.
Yes, yes, it was a war of good versus evil. Good, good. That's a good addition to this tale of Mahabharata. And today I will talk about the story which happens in the mountains of the Himalaya. Okay, so the way that I'm going to tell you guys this story is I'm going to first read one page at a time in English, right? And then I'm going to translate it in Konkani. Please bear with me. My Konkani is a little bit different from what you guys are used to. Is that okay? All right, so let's get started. Okay, so quite peaceful Indrakil in the Himalayas was a retreat of ascetics. One day, who could the stranger be? Doesn't he know that weapons have no place here? The young ascetics followed the stranger to the riverbank and watched him closely. Look at his bow. Could he be the Arjun, the Pandav? Remember, we were just talking about him, right? He's one of the Pandavas, and he fought this big war in the Mahabharata. So, खूप पयलीं हिमालयान थोडे ऋषी मुनी रावताले एका जाग्यार ताचें नांव इंद्रकील आशिल्लें आनी थंय एक अर्जुन आयलो आनी ते सगळे विचारपा लागले की हो कोण पूण तांणी जेन्ना अर्जुनाचें धनुश्य पळयलें तेन्ना ते म्हणपाले हो अर्जुन पांडव आसतलो. So let's move on. If he's here, why is he here? The Pandavas are in exile, having lost the game of dice to Duryodhan. So let me take a break here and has anybody played dice? Has anybody played dice? Yeah? Yeah, have you guys played Snakes and Ladders or Ludo? Yeah, yes, lots of hands up here. So even in Mahabharata, there was a game of dice. And this game was between the Pandavas, the 5 brothers, and the Kauravas, which were 100, right? And the Pandavas, unfortunately, even though they were good, they lost. Okay, and they were told to go into the forest. They had what is called as a adyatvas. Okay, they were told to go into the forest and live in exile. Okay, and so this is a story that happens when the Pandavas were actually living in the forest. Perhaps the poor Pandav is seeking divine grace. It was indeed Arjun who was there, and he was praying to Lord Shiva. तर सगळे जे ऋषी आशिल्ले ते उलोवंक लागले की अरे वो हांगा कित्याक आयला तो तर अध्यात्वासान आसूंक जाय तो फाशांच्या खेळान हरलो फाशे मीन्स डायस इन कोंकणी तो फाशाच्या खेळान हरलो पण तो हांगा कितें करता तर एकटो ऋषी म्हणू लागलो की तो हांगा ध्यान करूंक आयला ध्यान म्हणजे ही इज हियर टू प्रे ओके 4 months later, his penance was it was so much that the heat of the penance was choking the entire forest. And so the sages of Indrakil set out to Kailas, which was the abode of Lord Shiva. At Kailas, Lord, grant Arjun his wish and relieve us of the suffering. So be it. So as you can see here, this is Lord Shiva. Okay, now let me see who can raise their hand and tell me who's sitting next to Shiva. Does anybody know?
Parvati.
Yes, that's right. That is Lord Shiva's wife. Her name is Parvati. Okay, and they live on top of this huge mountain. It's called Kailash Parvat. So कितें जातालें की अर्जुनाच्या जो त्याचे जे ध्यान आशिल्लें तें इतकें 4 म्हयने इतकें स्ट्रॉंग म्हणजे इतकें जालें की तातूंतली जी गरमी आशिल्ली ती सगळे भर पसरूंक लागली आनी पसरता पसरता ते सगळे ऋषी मुनी म्हणपाक लागले की हे तेज चड आसा सो आमी कैलासान वचून शिवाक सांगुया की अरे तू यो आणि आमकां मातशें वाचय सो शिवा म्हणपाक लागलो बरें आसा When the sages departed, Parvati asked Shiva, why do you think Arjun is praying to you? At that time, Shiva said that he wanted celestial weapons. So remember, guys, how I said that Mahabharata was a war of the Pandav and the Kaurav, right? So for this war, Arjun wanted weapons, and he thought that by praying to Shiva, he will get those weapons, okay? So Parvati asks Lord Shiva, how do you think he can wield these celestial weapons? And Shiva says, let's test him. Let's test him by going down to Indrakil and I'll become Kirat. Now, Kirat is one of those hunters that live in the forests, okay? And Parvati said, can I come too? I'll be one of your Kirat wives. Okay. So, कोंकणीन म्हणपाक कितें जालें की पार्वतीन शिवाक विचारलें की अर्जुनाक तुजे कडल्यान कितें जाय की तो तुजें इतलें ध्यान करता तर तेन्ना शिवान म्हळें की ताका म्हजे कडल्यान स्वर्गीय शास्त्रां जाय पूण म्हाका पळोवचें पडटलें की ताका एक्चुअल तितलें ज्ञान आसा की तो हे स्वर्गीय शास्त्रां वापरूंक शकता पार्वती म्हणू लागली की हांव येवं तुजे बरोबर तर तो म्हणपा लागलो शिव की हांव सकयल हांव जेन्ना इंद्रकील वतलो तेन्ना हांव एक किरट जावन वतलो आनी तुका जर म्हजे बरोबर येवंक जाय जाल्यार तूं किरट बायल जावन यो. So when the army of Shiva heard about it, they wanted to come too. And Shiva told them that you can come in the guise of Kirat women. As they came close to Indrakil, they saw that there was who can tell me what this is? What did they see in the forest? Anyone?
It's a boar, a type of pig.
Wild boar. Yeah, good. They saw a wild boar. And so Kirat started running behind the wild boar to hunt it. कोंकणीन सो जेन्ना शिवा जेन्ना इंद्रकील वचपाचो आशिल्लो तेन्ना ताजे बरोबर ताजी सैन्याय बी वचूंक जाय. ते म्हणपा लागले आमकांय बी येवंक जाय म्हणून. सो शिव म्हणपा लागलो की तुमी येयात पूण तुमी किरट बायलो जावन येयात. ते जेन्ना इंद्रकील पावले तेन्ना तांकां थंय दिसलो रानदुकर. ओके, हाका आमी a wild boar is called रानदुकर in Konkani. And so किरट म्हणपा लागलो चल आपूण ताज्या फाटल्यान धांवता. So the wild boar charged into the quiet hermitage, driving the ascetics helter-skelter. It is Mukasur again, now in the form of a boar. So surprise, it was that wild boar was actually a demon named Mukasur. His penance disturbed by the din, Arjun opened his eyes, raised his bow, and took aim. Stop, it's mine. Leave it to me. I was stalking it. So कितें जालें, तो जो रानदुकर आशिल्लो तो गेलो ऋषी मुनींक त्रास दिवपाक. आनी अर्जुनाक कळ्ळें की हांगा कोण रानदुकर आयला म्हणून. सो ताणें कितें केलें, ताणें आपलें धनुश्य आनी बाण काडलो ते रानदुकराक मारपाक. इतल्यान किरट आयलो आनी म्हणपा लागलो की तूं ताका मारनाका, तो म्हजो, कारण हांव ताज्या फाटल्यान धांवतालो म्हणून. Shoot it and claim it. Hunters do not beg. The boar was caught between two unerring arrows and fell the dead, revealing the true form of Mukasur. See how the demon comes out? Your arrow killed it. अर्जुन म्हणपा लागलो किरटाक की तुका जाय जाल्यार तूं मार ताका. आनी कितें जालें की दोगांयनी त्या रानदुकराक मारलें. आनी मुकासुराचें खरें जे रूप आशिल्लें तें भायर सरलें. सो पार्वती आनी बाकीच्यो बायलो म्हणपा लागल्यो किरटाच्यो की किरटान मारलो म्हणून त्या रानदुकराक. The wild exaltation of the Kirat women amused Arjun. O Kirat, does not this thick forest terrify your women folk, and you their only escort? Young man, we have nothing to fear. Perhaps you are scared. Soft, me, didn't you see the arrow that I pierced through the boar? So किरटाच्यो बायलो पळोवन अर्जुन म्हणू लागलो की तूं एकटोच मनीस आनी बाकीच्यो सगळ्यो बायलो तांकां भंय दिसना. किरट म्हणपा लागलो आमकां भिवपाची कांयच गरज ना. तूं भिता काय? तर अर्जुन म्हणला हांव आनी भिता. तुवें पळयलें ना हांवें कशें म्हजें धनुश्य बाणान त्या रानदुकराक मारलो तो. It was our chief's arrow that killed the boar. All right, Kirat, we will settle once and for all who is the better shot. So सगळ्यो बायलो म्हणपा लागल्यो की अर्जुन तुवें ताका मारूं ना रानदुकराक, रानडुकराक मारला तो आमच्या किरटान. तर अर्जुन म्हणपा लागलो, Arjun was very angry. So why do you guys think that Arjun was so angry? Yes, Nirav.
Shiva was breaking his arrows.
Yes. So what happened was that when Arjun came to know from the other women that they thought that the boar was actually killed by Kirat and not by him, he was like, well, that's not true because I shot the boar myself, right? And so it's actually the credit of killing the boar goes to me. And so he told the Kirat woman that, you know what, let me and the Kirat have a fight, right? And we'll see who's better. Okay. So अर्जुनान किरटाक सांगलें की आमी पळोवया की कोण कोण बरें तें, कोण चड शूर्य. And that's how both of them started throwing arrows at one another. Both of them started fighting with their bow and the arrow by shooting it at one another. Okay. After a while, all the arrows from Arjuna were over. O mighty archer, shall I lend you a few arrows? Arjuna caught Kirat in his bowstring, but Kirat wrested the bow from Arjuna and threw it away. And the women started dancing because they were happy that Arjuna was beaten. So Arjun जेन्ना मारतालो आपले बाण किरटाचेर इतके मारले की किरटाक एक सुद्धा बाण लागूना आणि ताका राग आयलो अर्जुनान. सो अर्जुनान आपले जे धनुष्य आशिल्ले ते किरटाक धरून अशें मारले. आणि किरटान कितें केलें की किरटान तेंच धनुष्य अर्जुना कडल्यान काडलें आणि मोखून मारलें. तर सगळ्यो किरटाच्यो बायलो नाचूंक लागल्यो की आमचे जे किरट आसा तो जिखलो अशें म्हणून. But Arjun had a sword, and Arjun came at Kirat with a sword. But the moment he hit the head with the sword itself broke. So Kirat was so strong that the sword itself broke. But Arjun then said, okay, let me fight with uprooted trees. And he started throwing uprooted trees at Kirat. In a desperate attempt, Arjun charged the Kirat with bare hands when he realized that Kirat wasn't even having a scratch. अर्जुनान आपली तलवार काढली आणि किरटाचेर मारली, पण किरटाच्या तकलेर ती तलवार बसून तलवारचे 2 कुडके झाले. अर्जुनान मागीर झाडा काढून मारूंक लागलो किरटाचेर. जेन्ना किरटाक कांयच जालें ना तेन्ना अर्जुन आपल्या हातांनी किरटाक मारूंक लागलो. With a flick of a wrist, the Kirat lifted Arjun and flung him down. A humbled Arjun thought of Shiv and his grace. Kirat itko शक्तिमान आशिल्लो की ताणे अर्जुनाक एका हातून काढलो आणि सकल मुखून मारलो. आणि तेन्ना अर्जुनाक फक्त शिवाची याद जाली. Right on the spot, he made a ling and began to worship it. A new power surged through his limbs. A rejuvenated Arjun again challenged his rival. Kirat, your time is up. So अर्जुनाक जेन्ना शिवाची याद जाली तेन्ना अर्जुनान केलें एक लिंग आणि ताजेर घाली फुलां आणि तो ताजें ध्यान करूंक लागलो. आणि तेन्ना ताका इमिजिएटली शक्ती आयली, ताका रोखडी शक्ती आयली आणि तो म्हणपा लागलो किरटाक, आतां यो आमी परती झगडुया. But what did he notice? Can anybody tell me what he noticed? When he went close to Kirat to fight with him again, what did he notice? Anyone? You can unmute yourself.
The flowers on his head.
To the Shivlinga was put on the Kirat's head and body.
Good, good. You guys are paying attention. So if you guys see here, he'd put flowers on this linga, and the same flowers appeared on the Kirat. So when he came close to Kirat, he said, oh my goodness, you guys, you have the flowers that I put on the linga, means you must be Lord Shiv. And so he bowed and he fell at the feet of the Kirat. And then Shiv revealed himself and said, I shall impart to you the secret of the Pashupata missile, which will help you in the hour of need. And Shiva's word came true. Later, in the Mahabharat war, it was only with the Pashupata that Arjun could kill his arch rival, Karna. So we kind of come to the end of the story, and I'm going to tell it in Konkani for you guys. So Jenna Arjun Shivacha lagi ailo, then Jenna Arjun Kiratacha lagi ailo, then tane paile ki are ही जी फुला असा जी हांवें लिंगाचेर घाल्ली तीच फुलां ह्या किरटाचेर आसा म्हणजे होच म्हजो शिव आणि तो शिवाच्या पांयां पडलो आणि तेन्नाच शिव प्रकट जालो आणि म्हणपा लागलो की म्हाका तुज्या धाडस आणि तुज्या भक्तीन जिखला सो तुका हांव पशुपता जें शास्त्र आसा शस्त्र आसा तें हांव तुका दितां आनी तें तुका फुडें मदत करतलें आणि खरेंच महाभारतान अर्जुन हे जे पशुपता मिसल जे आसा तें कर्णाचेर वापरता आणि कर्ण मरता. So that is the end of my story, guys. So I think, let me stop sharing. So can anybody tell me what is the moral of the story? Does anybody know? Yes.
Always pray to God.
Yes, yes. I mean, having God in your heart, praying to him will give you all the strength that you need and the courage that you need to move forward in life and to face your challenges. Okay. All right, I guess I'm done. So back to Raj.
Thank you, Arya. Amazing story. Thanks. And, okay, so we have one last item now before we conclude. Just want to do a quick recap. So we had the prayer at the beginning, then we had Shiva's Shivratri talk by Divya Nayak. Then we had some good Konkani lessons and a great story. So thank you all for attending today. And last we conclude with the Om Namah Shivaya prayer. So if everybody can close their eyes and just listen to me while I say the Om Namah Shivaya. Just a few times now.
Yeah, Rajasthan, if kids want, they can fold their legs and, sit down also. So it is comfortable, while saying Om Namah Shivaya.
Right. Yeah.
Or wherever they are, they can fold their legs and sit upright, straight.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So let's start. 1, 2, and 3. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 All right. Thank you. And that will conclude. And, we will probably make an announcement of the next class. Definitely, we are having in the third weekend of every month. I think this is fine, but if we need to have more classes, we will announce those soon. Thanks for all the kids and the parents for attending, and thank you, Arya and Divya, for a great session today.
Yeah, thank you, Raj. It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Raj. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, to interact with everybody. So.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.